might cut a hole in here and have a look. Yeah, it's still recording. You can speak, you know. Don't want to speak?
No. So what are you going to do?
She speaks. So I think I'll probably cut a hole in here for access to see what's going on. But I reckon she's full of roots. I'm getting stuck here, and there's probably roots that have come through here and on the blast joint. I might just give it another blast. There's a drain there. So, pass me that shovel. What I'll do is I'll see if I can get this bit apart. It's a shame that the water doesn't fill up quick enough. I can't just leave the jetter on. So that's a join there, but if it's got roots going through it, it's not going to come out. Probably full of roots. Alright, just be careful, it might come up. I'll try and go through it together again. Oh, yum. Usually when it bubbles like that, that means roots. the jetter out, eh? Do you want to pull that jetter back for me? So the roots in there. Look at that. I don't think we're cutting through them. Holy shit. Alright.
It's rooted.
It's fucking rooted. Hang on, we can get him out. Maybe not. Oh, that can stay in there for now then. Alright. There's still another root in there. But I don't know if I can get it. I'll try and rip it out. No. So they're hardened roots. That's like timber basically, like a tree branch. So it's very hard to cut through. That was the issue though. So I'll put the jetter in here now and see what we find going up that way. Right away I can feel something. feeling pretty good that way, but I just don't want that tank to keep coming out. I'll have to wait a minute. There's no mains water up here in Sherbrooke, so it's pumped from the rainwater tank, so the pump's not keeping up with the jetter. So jetter's got an auto shut off on it, keeps shutting off every time the water's not high enough. So I've just got to wait a minute, let it fill up, give it another whack, let it fill up. Frustrating, but it is what it is. Going through nicely that way though, which is good. Somewhere over here and then probably down the hill. Glove's broken. Alright, keep punching. See if you can hear it over there.
I reckon she's about here.
Yeah, feel it.
Yeah, I can feel a little bit of vibrations here.
Really annoying having to turn the jetter off and on. I reckon you can feel something here.
Could be very wrong, but
It's hard because we've got that water coming down now. So. Does sound like it's under here, doesn't it? Keep sending it through. Alright, Kaku, so look at that. So no wonder we couldn't get the jetter through it. Alright, yeah, she's in trouble. But I have managed to get it back, so obviously I pulled that piece out, and I've managed to get it out, and it sounds like it's gone down and around now, near where we're digging. So this might be a leach field here somewhere. Oh my God. Yeah. This is moving through okay.
didn't ask me that.
No.
She wanted a trampoline now.
Oh, really? So what I want to do, I'll get the camera going and I'll put that through and see what we can see.
Right.
But it might, because it's a leach field, it might be full of water, so we might not be able to see much on the camera. But we'll try with the camera. The jetter keeps stopping and going, so once that fills up, I'll keep going with the jetter. But we're clear all the way to sort of where I'm digging, and it is a leach field. So that's one piece, right? So every, what's that, maybe 400 or 500, there's a slot in the drain, and that's where the water's supposed to come out and then enter the ground. Okay, so if it's full of water, we're not going to be able to see much on the camera. Worth a shot though to see what we can see. And then there's still a small root going back up this way that I couldn't rip out, so I'll get the jetter back up there and try and cut that out. But if we can clear sort of to wherever it terminates, then we just need to replace this section and it should be okay. Alright, so we just got to get the rest of the roots out if we can. It should flow now though, this is definitely your issue. So it's crazy, like the roots would have come in through the side here and then grown to that thick, and that's like a branch. Yeah, and there's got a lot of big trees around, so it makes sense. But like a root that size, there's no way you're ever going to cut through it. So hopefully it's just this section that's like that, and the rest is just the smaller stuff. I've managed to get to there, and it didn't stop yet, so that's a good sign. But yeah, I'll get the camera going. We'll have a look. We're making progress, though.
Yeah, it's beautiful. Need some power for that?
No, it's battery operated, luckily. So yeah, come around here, you can have a look at the camera. Just let it load. So I think it's still underwater a bit. There's some roots or something there as well. that's not going to go through. I'll have to keep trying to cut them out a bit, but I suspect it's probably a lot more of that. So I'll give it a crack and I'll go as far as I can, so at least water will flow. But it might be a case of dig up and replace, unfortunately. That's all right. I'll turn the jetter on. I'll keep trying to punch through as best I can. I'll get the root cutter going. It might just take a little while because I've got to start, stop, start, stop. But we'll clear it out as best we can. Hopefully I can then get the camera through. But I would suspect it's probably full of roots like that. So the head's probably gone past it, but it's still an obstruction, if that makes sense. Good thing about a leach field is it's just water. So it'll still get through and out, and you might get a few years out of it. But obviously it's not ideal either. But the leach field is working. I don't see any paper or any solids in it, which is a good thing. So the water should still get away. But yeah, we'll try and cut out the roots as best we can.
All right, super.
All right. So it's probably full of this the whole way down, and I've managed to get past it, but they're still in there, so the camera didn't want to go through. I think being a leash line, we'll just try and cut it out as best we can, but Big Joe root there. It's rooted. The client's just changing over the filter on his water pump, so hopefully we'll get a bit better flow to our tank, and then we won't have to stop start as much. Quite frustrating because I really just want to bang through it. there anything I can do to help? Anything you want me to do to help? You alright? Yeah. Oh, so they took the beard. Might be under a bit of pressure, but I keep poking with the camera so it doesn't get through. You can see the hose there. It actually looks a lot better than I expected. And Yeah, mate. 20 microns finer. So 5's less fine yet. So the 5 should flow a little bit better. Yeah. This actually looks surprisingly good. There's some roots there. Try and cut out some more Joe roots there. More. It's really hard to see what's going on there. Almost looks like that bend might go up. I don't think we're going to get around that last bend. That's alright though. It's actually looking a lot better than I imagined. So I think we've got roots here and then it might be alright after. Alright, so we can get this jetter going. Yeah, I believe 5 microns quarter. Yeah, so do I. It was 20 less or 5. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. So I managed to get the camera through. And it's actually looking pretty good further down. So it's more just this first section. So once you get the jetter going, I'll try and clear out this first section as best I can. But it might just be a case of replacing maybe 2 meters of pipe, something like that. Okay. After that's back on. Oh, not yet. Can you turn that off, please, quickly? That is right at the end, so it sweeps around, and then I think the camera's over there somewhere. You can almost hear it come back here somewhere, under that pile maybe. You can see that water flowing nicely. Tap that off before it dies. And that should start to drop. Beautiful, so we're flowing. I think we're going to get around this bend, but we can try. Because the camera's gone around too many bends, it's too hard to push through. But it's looking pretty good through there. Can you just wind that as I...
Thank you.
Oops, sorry. So the rest of it's looking pretty good, Kaku.
Yeah.
You can see that.
Yeah.
It's pretty much... So it is a little flat there, but because it's seeping into the ground, I'm not worried about that. See that water sitting there a little bit? It's still flowing, but... And there's my jet ahead, so we'll keep pulling back.
What is the length of this whole thing?
So I think I was about 25 meters.
25?
I think so.
The jet is sitting at about 10, 11.
Huh?
Is
The
jet
camera.
Where the jet ahead is?
Yeah. So I think it comes this way and then turns around, and then it's got a couple of turns in it. So it probably does like a what I don't know what you call that, a squiggle. And then leaches out into the ground in this area. So this will be the area. So it's all clear pretty much. It's actually in a lot better nick than I thought it was going to be, considering all the big trees around here. I'm really surprised. I thought we were going to see a whole lot of that, but I'm thankful that we haven't. That's a good thing, yeah. It's a very good thing. So it's actually looking pretty clean because the jetter head's already been through there. So it would have cleaned up any roots that were in there. So I've just come back around a bend. So it does turn and twist around a bit. Yeah. No, because it's doing so many turns, I can't pull it through, if that makes sense. Yeah. Same with the camera.
Yeah.
But it's looking quite good. So I'm only a meter away, so I'm about here.
Yep.
And because that's dark there, I reckon that's where those roots are. Kind of hard to see. Might not see it on the camera. Yeah, so it's probably all roots and mud and stuff that hasn't been able to get through. It's probably sitting in water like that. That's why you can't see it. I'm getting through though, so the rest of the line's pretty good. So I'll pull the jetter back to this section and I'll try cutting up this section a bit more. But then I reckon you're probably pretty good because it's flowing from there to here now. That's where the blockage was. Obviously that big root was the big one.
Yes.
So what I reckon, I'll clean this up and then I'll get the jetter back up that way. There's probably a few more roots in here.
Okay.
I'll try and get them out. And then all we need to do is just drop that piece back in here for now. And I think you'll be okay for a while.
All right. Beautiful.
Better than a big dig up, yeah. That's actually a good result.
Yeah. I was actually quite worried about
Yeah. Once I got that first one out, I was a bit worried for you as well. But no, that turned out okay. I'm gonna step on the back of it. Cutter, the reverse one. Yeah, and then I need the little clip-on nozzle bit on that other head. I'll get it. Excuse me.
Sorry.
One time we should have all been kind of like sloping that way.
Yeah.
He done this out.
Yeah.
And we saw the 5 here.
Oh, okay, yeah. It's honestly really like surprisingly good nickel except for this section, yeah. So this is where you had your blockage.
Yeah, that's right.
At least you know that little square pit there as well now.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
That's good to know
How it all works, yeah.
I knew there was a leach field, but I was suspecting it was further down.
Yeah. So this might get a bit messy. Might move that camera.
You need to turn this on.
Yeah, thank you.
Ideal stuff.
Go for it, mate. Yeah, go for it. It's probably got a big root bunch stuck on it. Yeah, see that? Hard to see, but all those roots are stuck on the end of that jet. See that? Hard to tell, but there we go.
It's at 2 point, almost 3 meter.
Yeah, so that's from where this is. So it's probably only a meter. So that's 3 meters from over here. Yeah. So I'll be able to get them out. I'll just have to let the jet cut them through.
Yep.
Turn that back on, please.
Ready?
Yep.
Going fishing. Alright, that's good. So I suspect I'll be able to get through a bit easier now. Do you want to turn that back on, please? So it'll be the same tree.
I think even this is not even this tree. It's
Probably one of the other ones, yeah. There we go, much better now. See how you can see through there now?
yeah.
Much better. Still some roots in there. That big one that goes all the way through. Alright, and then I think we're okay after that. So what I'll do, I'll keep trying to cut that one out. It should come out eventually. It might just take some cutting. Alright.
So I did take a few photos. If you don't mind.
Yeah, no, absolutely fine. Can you turn that back on for me, please? Turn that off for a sec. See if I'm in the right spot. You can see I've gone past them, which is good. Alright, so I've gone too far. Alright, so I'm pretty much on them now. Alright, can you please turn that back on? Nice stored, actually. Wizard one. Alright, we'll get the camera back up. Look at that. Bloody beautiful. So that's it. We know we've been around that bend and it's all clear.
Yeah.
So we've got them all. Alright, now I just want to go up this side, back to that pit.
Yep.
And then I think our work here is done.
Awesome.
Actually, I'll have a look up here first. See what we can see. Probably not much. It's probably full of roots as well. I'm probably up to that pit now, I'd say. The water supply is much better now, Kaku. Heaps better. The filter, huh? How often do you have to change the filter? 6 months? Closer, yeah.
Yeah. So about 3 months, but generally I kind of like let it be a bit the way it is.
Yeah.
Otherwise the kids are in the shower, and it's
Oh, I see,
we
yeah.
finish more water than.
So I'll just put there so it doesn't go back up the other pipe. Somehow. There's always a tangle somewhere.
Huh?
I'm always tangled on something. Right. That's fine.
Yeah, with the water,
Yeah,
the quicker it flows. Should we move that or?
yes, good point. Lucky someone's thinking. Power on, Serpent on. Tail coming out. Turn that on, please. Really want to get this stuff in here out. Just have to keep working it. Turn it back on, please. there's still a long root in there. You can see it's probably been blocked for a while. See all that blackness? Take it right back to the pit just to be safe. Yep, I think we're in the pit now. Okay. Alright, we'll keep giving it a go. We have got a fair bit of it out though.
Yeah.
Alright, turn that back on please. Another nice one. Back on please, Kaku. Have a look at that, I reckon we might have got it then. Much better. So we've cut out all those roots. Lovely. Alright, that's good. Happy with that. Alright. Alright, so I reckon that's job done. We'll just replace that section.
Yeah.
And you should be alright. That'll do.